Good evening. Oh yeah. Man, what is it with these Powerhouse? I mean, I play... What is it with Powerhouse? Why does Powerhouse always have a lot of players? You know, like, this is an ongoing game. Look at how many... Look at how high scores people have. And there don't seem to be any bots. Why does that always... Why is it on Powerhouse? I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating a bit, but I remember, I mean, I had one of these Powerhouse very long games with high scores a few months ago anyway. It's on Powerhouse. Maybe more than just once. Oh yeah. I was playing on Powerhouse the day the Swedish army was gonna gave me a questionnaire. I was so scared. And well, now now I don't have to did I ever even say that in a video? Maybe I didn't, but they chose to not conscript me. I may have forgotten to say that in the video. Like, I remember I forgot, and then I was gonna say it, but maybe I never did. Whatever, I said it on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, today's Labor Day. I watched a video on Labor Day, which Zidnaf recommended on Twitter. I don't know what to believe. Man, politics, so difficult. Grover Cleveland. Actually, speaking of Zidnaf, I watched a video. You know, like half a year ago, I was watching Zidnaf's that video series which Zidnaf made in 2019. In one of those videos, he talked about American politics for like an hour, and it was a very good video. I talked about that in one of my Super Mario Sunshine videos. He talked about Grover Cleveland, like that election. The Grover Cleveland versus Blaine, I think. But Zidnaf never gave his opinion on Grover Cleveland in that video. I mean, he was talking purely historically. Whereas this dude, in the video, he was denouncing Grover Cleveland's change of the Labor Day from May 1st to September month, Monday, first Monday in September. Condemning. Call him a Muppet. Hey, I actually got out of there alive. That was good. Well, I'm watching Breaking Bad for the third time. Like I've been saying, I just reached season 5. I'm on season 5, episode 2. Anyway, one thing about, I guess if I'm gonna have, this feels dumb. I'm just regurgitating. I mean, I posted this on Tumblr. Just regurgitating, but so I don't know what else to put in these videos. I mean, I don't have to put anything. I could just play, but just a short little comment. In season 4, episode 10, you know, like Walter the Second, he arrived to Walter the First's apartment or house or whatever, and it was like the middle of the day, and then they have a little talk, and then Walter the First goes to sleep, and in the next scene, it's the next day. I'm pretty sure it's the next day. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And so Walter the First wakes up and goes into the living room and sees Walter the Second sleeping on the couch. Anyway, the point is, okay, and it's clearly like it's the morning, right? Well, how the fuck long did Walter sleep for then? I mean, he must have slept for like, I mean, if it was the middle of the day, I mean, it's seemingly Walter II's birthday had pretty much just started, I think. Well, maybe not, but I mean, still, like, it was all bright outside, you know? And, I mean, they live in New Mexico. It's not like in Sweden where it's bright all night in the summer. I mean, or maybe that's not a Swedish thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know geography. But I mean, I don't know, man. But at least, I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, it was pretty early in the day still. Walter goes to sleep. Walter wakes up and it's the next day. Like, how long must Walter have slept for? What, like at least 18 hours? Or something? That's like... That's an illness. I think. At some point it is, anyway. Like, sure, maybe Walter II, you know, stayed up a while and then went to sleep. But Walter I, I mean, we saw him, you know, it was like getting some rest, right? And then he wakes up in the morning the next day. I mean, it's just, it seems like a weird amount of weird span of time or whatever. I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong. And then there was also that thing in season 4, episode 11 about Gus and Jesse. They were like 6 miles from Texas. Like, how were they that close to Texas? I mean, you know, you hear about in season 2 there was that really good intro, you know, the Negro y Azul. And in that I mean, okay, just in that song they mention Michoacan, which is very south in Mexico. Now that's not necessarily, I mean, they just mention it. It doesn't really mean anything, but here's the other thing. So the place that Jesse, Gus, and Mike have gone to, you know, with all those, you know, with Don Eladio and the rest. I mean, I saw in one of the cars the number plate, the you know, the you know, the number plate, the license plate or whatever. I mean, it said Michoacan on one of them. I mean, maybe that doesn't mean anything. I don't know anything about cars. Maybe they or maybe that car's from Michoacan, but they're not in Michoacan. Maybe that's all. But it made me think that they were in Michoacan, which is quite south. You know, it's not 6 miles from Texas, not even close. Well, to be fair, I guess they did drive. They did drive to a hospital, but surely it was pretty close, right? I mean, Mike was actually kind of pretty badly wounded, wasn't he? How far would they have driven? I mean, well, yeah, they were walking right out of the hospital, and the hospital was 6 miles from Texas. If they were in Michoacan, they must have driven like very far. So maybe they weren't in Michoacan. I don't know. 6 miles, I mean, that's not Swedish miles. That's imperial miles, which is like 1 Swedish mile. And I don't know much about distances either. I mean, I don't have a very good intuitive sense for that either, but I mean, I've been looking on Google Maps to figure that stuff out. You know, like here to there, how many kilometers is that? On Thursday. On Thursday. Okay, let me just tell you a little about what's been going on with me otherwise some other things here. So on Thursday, you know, I've been sleeping through the day, you know, during school hours, so I stayed up on Thursday, went to sleep at 16 o'clock, slept till 3:30 o'clock, so I missed you know, dinner, but whatever. Maybe I don't need to go into that much detail. Whatever. So because I woke up in the morning, I was more, you know, that made things easier for me. You know, I wasn't tired, so I was able to go to school. You know, like I was able to get myself to school. You know, like the fact that I was well rested made me okay with going to school. Let's just put it that way. So I went to school. Actually, I was 30 minutes late though. Crazy, right? You have 5.5 hours to get ready, and you're still 30 minutes late. But you know, that's not how I see it. You know, like I was busy doing other shit. But school sucks. Uh, despite that, you know, so I went to bed at 22:45 o'clock yesterday, and but despite my my sleep schedule change, I slept well, you know, like, and I stayed up, and well, well, you know, despite the fact that I woke up very early in the morning on a Friday, today is Saturday. Saturday. I woke up very late, around 10 o'clock. I dreamt about cancer and childbirth. I gotta go to dinner. I'm back from dinner. When I woke up, I thought about how horrible life is, and yet how admittedly slightly unsettling antinatalism feels. I don't know if I'm making any sense. This commentary sucks. What the hell am I saying? I don't know, man. And I finally cut my fingernails and toenails, but I cut one of my toenails too much. So it hurts. And whilst I was cutting my fingernails and toenails, I was listening to music. And I started listening to Jane Loves Jezebel, which is a band which my mother recommended to me. I guess I was most impressed. I listened to just like a few, like all the singles they released before their debut album. And I guess and like some of them were on the album, the debut album, and some of them were like on the second, like the bonus, like the special edition bonus disc or whatever. It seemed like they released the special edition out, or what's it called? I don't know, special edition of the album in 2005, according to my very brief Googling. Like I googled it and it seemed to say 2005. Well, anyway, I guess I was most impressed with Bruises. Then I played basketball very badly. I guess maybe I just dislike basketball. Oh man. Yeah, so on Friday, I saw some people, some students wearing the high school graduation hat. Or cap. Whatever you want to call it. Cap, sure. I'll never get to wear it. Because I'm failing high school. Ha. I don't know why they're wearing it so early though. It's only, it was only, you know, at the end of, you know, it was only oh yeah, that was yesterday. Weird. Yesterday? It was yesterday? Doesn't feel like yesterday. Was it yesterday? So, you know, that was only April 30th. It's pretty early. You know, you don't graduate until June, do you? And I'm part of the music club, so I see on Microsoft Teams, I see their plans of, you know, like organizing some music thing for their graduation. Well, I can't partake in that because I suck. I'm not joining the music club next year. Fuck that. Honestly, mostly because it was just really fucking uncomfortable sitting in that room for 45 minutes. I have social anxiety. It's not worth it. I'm not going to be doing anything in the music club anyway. I haven't done anything this year. Which, yeah. Fuck that. Look at that. Someone has a Stone Toss profile picture. I read Stone Toss today, his latest comic, and there was like there was, you know, Amogus. He drew an Amogus, like an obvious Amogus. Like, what the fuck are people voting Gorge for? Well, sure. Whatever. Just kind of shocked at how everyone was voting Gorge. But yeah, like, it took place in a classroom, and so on the on the blackboard on an Amogus was drawn. Stone Twice sure is a wacky guy. I used to post Stone Twice comics on like Discord. Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. I don't like his comics. You know, like they I don't agree with the politics, but there's a decent amount of wasn't there like a decent amount of I want to say, wasn't there like a decent amount of non-political ones? Maybe they weren't non-political, maybe there's just ones I agreed with. Because I mean, wasn't there also like the fact that Stone Twice had only made like one non-political comic, and that was the one about the carry-on on the flight thing pun comic? Wasn't that like, oh shit, sorry. Wasn't that like the only one? I'm gonna have to go into my collection. I have a collection of the ones I liked. Kind of liked at least a little bit. Well, there's also that one about Mrs. Jones. Can I go to the restroom? I don't know. Can you? Then a school shooting, which isn't really political. Not really. And then there's like, what else is there? Well, I mean, they're just some kind of funny ones, you know. It's just, I mean, yeah, they are kind. Well, this one's about Bitcoin. That's not political. Whatever. And I mean, some of them are funny, even though I don't agree with them. Like the one about like the dogs. Like what, you know, why are some clever and others not? Purely economic factors. The NoFap comic. Oh yeah. That's not exactly political. Then there was that one about that dude being like, okay, first of all, the statement, you know, like the, you got this, just go up to her and be yourself. Okay, first of all, the statement they're only 14 is completely irrelevant when fans of Misato, a literal ephebophile, by the way, ignore that outside of province-specific local laws, Japan's age of consent begins around 30. Well, I don't even get that comic. I seriously don't understand what that comic is supposed to mean, even though I've shared it. I mean, I guess I just enjoy it on a basic level about going into, you know, weird discussions like that, because that's something I would do, right? But as for what that dude is even saying, I don't know. It's really weird, because he seems to be like, he seems to be saying one thing, but then he says another. That's what I'm confused about. Like, it seems to start. I mean, it starts. It's by saying, you know, fans of Misato, a literal ephebophile, by the way. But then it says that they ignore that outside of local, outside of province-specific local laws, Japan's age of consent begins around 13. But why would they ignore that, though? That's what confuses me. Why would they ignore that? Wouldn't they use that as an argument? Seems weird that they would ignore that. Why would they ignore that? It makes no sense. Yeah, like they just shouldn't be ignoring it. They should be, you know, not ignoring it, but using it as an argument. It's like he got it wrong. The sentence makes no sense. That's what I'm confused about. Wasn't there some clip of Vosh? Didn't Stone Twice use some clip of Vosh saying that he actually liked that comic? Now I don't know why. Well, okay, so maybe that, I don't know. Maybe that clip was faked. I don't know. Seems like surely that clip must have been faked, right? He wouldn't say that, would he? Well, he said he liked the comic, so what they got a clip of Vosh saying, okay, I actually like this one, is what he said, didn't he? So where would they have gotten that clip from? Was he looking at some other, you know, cartoonist? It makes no sense. I don't get that. Like, Stone Twice was using it as like a funny little video about like I don't know if those guys were friendly. As an example of even the people who are against me like my comics. I think was what Stone Twice was saying that. A fake demo night? What? Nice critical hit. Whoa. Anyway. I just also kind of find it kind of amusing because, like, that I used to post Stone Twice comics because, like, on Discord because then I did one of those funny political compass bingo thingies, on which it, like, one of the ones in the authoritarian right was post Stone Twice, which is something I've actually done, so I was able to mark that. Except, well, I don't do it in present tense. I haven't posted Stone Twice in quite a while, but still I marked that down because I thought, hey, that counts, right? Close enough. Well, yeah, it's gotta count, right? I mean, come on. How many people actually, like, regularly post Stone Twice? I gotta count, right? Even if I had only done it like a year ago. Not sure. It has been like a year, actually. Well, it depends on what we're talking about. Like, it was a year ago that I posted a lot of them, and then, like, I posted one of them maybe like a half a year ago. Or no, not even that. Maybe it was longer ago, actually, even. Whatever. Can I look at that dude on the other team? Can I eat your ass? I don't know. Can you? Ha! Actually, today I was listening to Trial of the Golden Witch, Best of Year 1. You know, amongst which is one of the songs I listened to was That Ass Is So Clean You Could Eat Off of It, which is a good song. Good song. There's an amazing album here. I also listened to Pube Pneumonia, Hey Da Da Ta, Go for the Gold, Souls in Tandem, Getting Sentimental, Mantequilla, Billy Mays Will Shut All Over Your House for just 7 easy payments of $19.95. Fuck Slingshots, A Saturday Morning is a Saturday Afternoon, And I'm 20, what the fuck do you want from me? Good songs. Good album. Very underrated. um, today on Discord, someone was praising Akari, so I joined in and said our eternal protagonist, which is a reference to the end of season 2 episode 11, you know, where the next episode preview is, where Akari says, I'm your eternal protagonist, Akaza Akari, or in Japanese, En no Shujinko Akaza Akari deshita. I had to look it up. Oh yeah, because like I was, you know, that's what I said. I mean, I said it was a reference to I said it was a reference to yeah, the end of season 2 episode 11, and then she asked what protagonist was in Japanese, and someone else said Shujinko, and then she said Itsumo Shujinko, and then I was like, actually, yeah, so at the end of season 2 episode 11, she said, yeah, I was quoting, I was referencing the end of season 2 episode 11. She said, En no Shujinko, and then I edited and added Akaza Akari deshita. Why am I even saying all this? This is stupid. But I like that part of the episode. I like that next episode preview where Akari says all that. Like, she says, for now this will be the end of the anime, but Yuri Yuri will never end. I'm your eternal protagonist, Akaza Akari. It's a nice. I like that part. I guess I thought of this because someone said Mari just now in the chat. I don't know who they were talking to, but I thought of Mari and you know, Funami Mari from Yuri Yuri, and she has the same birthday as me, August 30th. Because a few days ago I went back and watched season 1 episode 6, which is where Mari, I guess, thinks that Chinatsu is Mirakurun. But yeah, and Chinatsu kind of, well, Chinatsu reveals herself to be an imposter. Yeah, whatever. Man, oh man. Beatrice Deracine must dislike me. Because, even I'm getting kind of... I'm pretty tired of, well, I'm pretty annoyed by how, often she's changed her name. You know, like... You know... Man, oh man. It's like... whatever. I mean, just. Okay, I'm kind of confused as to what I should even like prefer to, like, who made Best of Year 1. Like, I know it's Beatrice de Racinais, Marcus Jackson, Victor Collins, and Brandon Tolentino, and Arnile Messa, Joshua Cruz, and Brandon Burke. Those are the ones who made Best of Year 1. However, am I supposed to list all those names when I talk about Best of Year 1? Or, like, would there be, like, a name to refer to all of them? And there used to be. It was Trial of the Golden Witch. That was like I mean, in the description of Best of Year 1, Beatrice calls it a band. You know, it says, quote, "This is a compilation of the best songs recorded by Trial of the Golden Witch." Best in quotation marks or apostrophes in this case, since I'm quoting it. Recorded by Trial of the Golden Witch between January 2011 and January 2012. During that time, the band recorded some 120 songs, unquote. So, notice how Trial of the Golden Witch is referred to as a band. And that's fine. I mean, well, that's good. That's good. That makes sense. Like, you know, that makes it simple. You know? But what I find annoying is that Beatrice has seemingly abandoned the whole Trial of the Golden Witch thing. In fact, I remember her saying at one point that I can't quote verbatim, but it was something like, I've realized that I don't need to be Trial of the Golden Witch. I can just be the Golden Witch, or you know, it doesn't need to be the Trial of the Golden Witch. I can just be the Golden Witch. You know, because now she's presenting as a woman, I guess. But what's then confusing is, well, okay, so am I even may I even use the term Trial of the Golden Witch anymore to refer to the music which she has created with other people? May I even use Trial of the Golden Witch anymore? Or do I have to refer to, do I have to use something else? Like, I mean, now there is no music by Trial of the Golden Witch. The Bandcamp page is still called Trial of the Golden Witch, but it's not like Beatrice tends to change that stuff. I mean, Beatrice isn't very accurate about that stuff. In fact, on the Digi Collective, there's still a Twitter link to Digibra, which is Beatrice's previous Twitter username, and someone else has taken over the name. And not just anyone, but a hater. So, I mean, and they've talked about that too on live stream. I heard them talk about that on live stream, and yet they still haven't removed that link. It's ridiculous. How many weeks has it been? I mean, what the fuck? Why wouldn't you just go remove that? It takes like a minute. Very weird. But anyway, so you know, the fact that the Bandcamp page is still called Trial of the Golden Witch, well, that doesn't really mean anything. That doesn't mean, I mean, it could just mean she hasn't gotten around to changing it. Because now it doesn't seem like she's making any music with the name, under the name Trial of the Golden Witch. If I go on IG Studio right now, what have these been called? I mean, it's Vizier and the Golden Witch. Is there anything here which is credited as Trial of the Golden Witch? I don't think so. When Beatrice was on Ari's song Seagull Cypher and Good Boyga, she was credited as the Golden Witch. Oh, and Demolition Man commentary. On all these she's credited as the Golden Witch. Is there any music here which is... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Time Skip is credited as Trial of the Golden Witch. I see. So weird. So when it is Miss Terracine alone, it's under the name Trial of the Golden Witch. But when it's her and someone else and other people, then she's the Golden Witch. Just the Golden Witch. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the Very weird. I had no idea that Time Skip was credited as Trial of the Golden Witch. I didn't pay attention to that. I mean, it didn't stand out to me. Like, oh, what's even weirder is that if you click on the SoundCloud link in the description, the SoundCloud is called The Golden Witch. So on SoundCloud, it's The Golden Witch. Time Skips. Oh, it's Time Skips, not Time Skip. Time Skips on SoundCloud. That's even weirder. How can you fuck that up? How can you name them different things on YouTube and SoundCloud? What the fuck is this? What are you doing? Get your goddamn song title straight. Oh, speaking of which, I was gonna make a piece of music tonight if I had time. It's 21 o'clock. Maybe I have time. Like, I was gonna record it. I've already finished, like, the songwriting process. My music sucks anyway. But so does Beatrice's, most of the time. Anyway. I loved Skip the Hate, though. Skip the Hate is awesome. Skip the Hate. I fucking love that album. Album of the year. I tell you what. I did not like Time Skip, though. I find... There's one line in that song, though, which I find hilarious, though. It's the line, I press fast forward on your boring ass life story. Go watch Hidamari's sketch. I love that line. I mean, I don't like Hidamari's sketch. I've only watched like a minute of it. I don't think I would like it if I watched it, but that's still a hilarious line. Beatrice presses fast forward on someone's boring ass life story and then recommends Hidamari's sketch because Hidamari's sketch is a slice of life anime. So one is better off watching Hidamari's sketch than listening to this person's boring ass life story. Okay, so maybe I didn't have to explain the joke, but you know, I just find it hilarious. That line, hilarious. The rest of the song sucks. The like to dislike ratio is so bad. I guess I could credit it as Beatrice Terracine et alia. Um, best of year one, that is. Oh yeah, I was singing "Fix Yourself" from the album "Skip the Hate" in the previous video, and so then I went and looked up the lyrics, and I found out that I was singing it wrong. It was why y'all talk when you never could start shit. It's not can start shit, it's could start shit, apparently. Although you can't always trust the even there. Another thing which Mr. Asane fucks up is the lyrics. Like when she's writing the lyrics of her song, she makes writing typographical errors, I think, anyway, sometimes anyway. Yeah, I mean the lyrics on Bandcamp as they're written, they're not super accurate. They're not as good as they could be. They're not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's not how I would write it. Definitely not. Certainly, I can say that it's not how I would write it. Like some sections are just straight up not there, and she never like types out a chorus twice. It's not how I would write it. But anyway, and then it's start with fixing yourself in the mosh pit. Not mixing, fixing. Which I should have known, because the song is called "Fix Yourself." But I guess the fact that the "fix yourself and fuck all the rest, fix yourself and fuck all the rest" at the end of the song just kind of felt like enough. I mean that's where "fix yourself" comes into the lyrics. Not that the title of the song has to come into the lyrics, but that definitely helped. Like for me to ignore looking for it elsewhere in the lyrics. I guess, maybe. Oh, that guy has a purple, ghostly gibbous. That's what they're called, right? Ghostly gibbous. They're actually trying to kick me. Thank you, Pocket Demo Pants. Thank you very much for your support. Alright. Great. Thank you. Can't say it. I need to ask one of my parents to let me buy to help me buy something. So I can chat. That would help. Keep procrastinating. Speaking of slice of life anime, I can't wait to start reading Azumanga Daioh and then watch Azumanga Daioh. I'm just thinking about I'm just kind of I guess watching Breaking Bad for the third time again. Like first, I mean, like I'm finishing Breaking Bad first is what I'm thinking, and then maybe maybe I'll finish reading Bokudake Gai Naimachi before starting Azumanga Daioh. But that, again, like I was talking about in the previous video, that brings up, you know, like, well, what do I read in school then if I don't want to read Azumanga Daioh in school because I don't want, because I kind of want to just, I don't know, it doesn't feel right if I want to, like, I'd rather, you know, have it on my free time instead of in school where I mean, school isn't really optimal. Well, it's a stupid idea, but still, I don't know, I guess it's oh shit, I actually... Huh? Finished off, so I didn't get killed by the train. So I guess that's kind of a stupid idea to limit something only to my free time. Maybe maybe it would be fine to read it in school too, but I don't know. I mean, I could just read something else in school. You know, like Banana Fish or Akira or I don't know, Happy Sugar Life or how about Not Simple, although that one's only a volume long. Or how about Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind? What's that called in Japanese? Kaze no Tani no Nausicaa or something? Yeah, could just do that. Yeah. Well, I guess this video was pretty good, actually. That my commentary was alright, I think. I'm pretty happy with this, actually. Nah, what are you doing? Wait, wasn't he the one who... What? Why is he typing F1? I guess jokingly. But, I mean, he's not... Why would you kick him? Oh, okay, there was another one. Oh, okay, I see there was an imposter. Okay. I see, sorry, okay, yeah, an imposter, I didn't realize. Tin Skylanders. Interesting how I recognize a lot of these people. Like, I'm playing with the same people quite often. You know, I recognize Visar there on the other team. I recognize your medical license. You know, I recognize these people. It's interesting that I'm playing with the same people again. Like those people are not just from today. I mean, those are people from not just today, but previously. Why does it keep saying miss? How is the scout evading me? He has some kind of thing. Oh shit, I'm doing pretty well actually. Huh? Blue, come on. Well, damn, they're actually capturing it. Wow. I think I'm gonna end this video here. Goodbye.